Hey yo guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm having the most stressful day of my life. Hey yo guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Shay Cray for those of you who don't know, and we're back for another real-time unboxing and review video. Now what I got to open up with you guys today is actually another pair of Jordan 3s. I know they're just doing bits for me right now. If you want to go ahead and watch the other Jordan 3 videos that I've recently done, I will put links up here for you guys. But today's video, we're concentrating on the Jordan 3 in this dark iris colorway. I don't feel like there's much to chat about on this, so let's go ahead and get straight into it. As most of you should know, then this is a real-time unboxing and review. I've got the box here fresh straight from Nike, so let's go ahead and open her up. Ooh, I'm feeling the box. I feel like I'm trying to get the full experience. Like I'm just trying to feel it before I see it. Does that sound wrong? Here we have the box in, and just a little quick rundown because it is kind of a generic free box, but some of you might not have seen that before. So it's a pull top, so you can only see you're going to pull it from here. All black top with the red Jumpman. We do have that iconic elephant print that we kind of know for Jordan 3 so well all around this bottom half. We have Air logos on both ends, I believe, and then we do have the sizing, and in these I got a 6. I think I got a 6. Inside them, we're just following this theme of this elephant print. It's just in that black and white, pretty basic, pretty plain. So let's jump in. Ooh, that purple was hitting. Jeez. Oh, this is a nice color. QC, straight up, is fucking trash. Alright, then let's jump into it and just get into some details on this. As you can see, it's constructed in this pretty much all white leather upper. It's slightly tumbled. The upper is more tumbled than the further down. This bit is quite a lot smoother. Obviously throughout we have these purple accents because it is the dark iris colorway. So not only do we have that purple showing on typical places you're going to see on the 3, this portion of this back heel, we also have it up here near the cuff. We've got a little eye stays and these top joints. I feel like they still class as eye stays, isn't it? They're just square. We also have it in the Jumpman, but the Jumpman himself is actually black. We just have that in a purple outline, which is a little bit different to some of the other 3s. Normally it's just like a block solid color. The purple also runs inside on this big kind of spongy nice tongue. I do like that on the 3s, and is also in those insoles in there, which we can just see with the little Jumpman. Like I said, lacing system is pretty standard. We don't have any spare laces with these, but honestly was not really expecting any. As stated before, we do have some purple hints in the eye stays, kind of near the bottom and the top, but the rest of it is just all nicely in white. I don't really mess too much with these. I mean, I don't tend to swap out laces and things like that anyway, but I do like the way the upper is just all clean, and then we just kind of get that hints and shines of purple or whatever color it is. So for me, it's super, super clean. We did touch a little bit on this elephant print, which is just, classic on a 3. We, of course, have that on these back portions and also running along the front of the toe box. It is quite a dark grey. I feel like it's similar to the Fire Reds off the top of my head. It is quite a dark grey. But again, that comes down to personal preference. Some of you might like the lighter greys, but I feel like this still works. Heading towards the back then, we just have the normal Jordan Air on the back. Again, some people have preferences over this. I'm cool with either, if I'm honest, but yo, we do have the Jumpman on the back there. Looking at the toe box, there's not that much to chat about. It is essentially just plain in this leather upper, but I think one thing to note is kind of the shape of it. I feel like the shape of the 3s is slightly different. It feels a slightly more rounded off shoe. It's not as square and bulky. I also like how they've kind of smoothed it out. Shout out to ACS Sneakers because he kind of patterned me on this. I didn't really clock it before, but the way the toe sits, I feel like is definitely a lot better. It's not going as up. I feel like the 3s kind of had a little bit of a nose job going on. It's kind of just smoothed out, and I feel like it just gives it an overall better shape. If you want to head down to the midsole, pretty much a standard generic 3 midsole if I'm honest. Largely in this white again with this purple portion heading towards the back, and we have that air bubble unit in there sitting nicely. You can see the grey outer sole poking through around here that just leads us nicely to the sole itself. Again, more generic terms here, but yo, it's a generic 3 bottom. With most threes, you're gonna have that main color running through the sole, again just with that Jordan branding. No Jumpman, it just simply says Jordan. I feel like that's kind of it for a general overview of the shoe. I'm actually just gonna carve out a little section here for the QC because the QC is that bad. I normally just kind of like slip it into my end review bit, but I feel like nah, this needs its own section. And like I said, maybe I'm being picky because I'm a shoe head. I know a lot of people wouldn't worry about this, but a lot of stuff on here is shoddy. First of all, I'm going to talk about paintwork. A lot of these purple sections, the paintwork on it is just, it's just not right. You can see all like bubbles and marks in it. There's some overspill on one of the shoes or whatever, like coming into the white. Even like when you're looking down in it on this shoe, like if you're looking down, like you can see there's an all white line going across the top here. Some of the leather isn't great. I think like it might be the way it's been packaged, but it's basically got like an indent in this right shoe. I think it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just the way it's been kept, but that's not gonna pop out. That's hard in there. We do have some marks on the leather also on the toe box areas and this side paneling. It feels just like the list goes on and on. We also do have some loose threads. Again, I'm not normally that picky. You can cut those off, clean them up. But a lot of the other stuff is just not good. It's possibly some things I can clean up, but like stuff like the indents and the leather and stuff, like that's just pure annoyance. Let's go ahead and talk size, and obviously I can only speak from my experience, and I've only ever picked up threes in a GS size and maybe a women's. But for the Mandem, if you're not sure what to do, I think they sit around the true to size range. But if you're really not sure, drop a comment down below and I'm sure someone in the community will try and help you. For me, in a GS, I actually have to go half a size bigger than I normally am. They just seem to run really small in a GS. I don't know why. I feel like I probably should go into a men's size instead and just get a 5 or something. But bun paying the extra cost in it, because I went up half a size and these are a little roomier than I like. But the half a size down is way too tight. So I'm just going to put some insoles in these. So yeah, if you are a GS like me, I would probably say err on the side of caution and go half a size up. But if you're the Mandem, you might totally be fine with the true to size. I hope that makes sense. I know my sizing never makes sense, but I hope that makes sense. On to the last section then, and this is just normally my roundup overview of these kicks. I really like these if the QC was better. I try not to harp too much on QC because you might get a pair and the QC might be blessed, but that's not normally the case. Normally if some of them are bad, a lot of them are bad, unfortunately, which I really feel like brings the shoe down a little bit. If I had a clean pair, no QC issues, I think these are solid. I think they're a super nice colorway. I really like that like deep, rich purple. It just kind of makes everything pop. I rate the dark grey if I'm honest. Like sometimes I think I would have liked it lighter or whatnot, but I kind of like this darker colorway. It definitely feels more autumny like that. I don't know why, just because it's a darker palette. So the concept of it and everything looks blessed. The execution and the QC for me, it definitely brings it down. So I'm going to have to give these a 7.4. Alright then guys, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I'm going through that little rundown of these Jordan 3 Dark Irises with me. As always, be sure to leave your thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know what's saying. Like, did you pick them up? Was it a pass? You know, all of that good stuff. Let me know down below. As always, you know you're welcome to come follow me on all the other social platforms. Just type in @ShayCray and you're most likely to find me. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe. That way you can stay fly. I know that I'm not talking to myself here. And all that good stuff, really. So until the next one, peace, love, and I'm out. Because all this week here as well, like I've had purple fits, and I've been like, man, if I just had the dark irises, they would be so fly. They'd be so fly. And I haven't had the chance to open them, so I've been a bit, yeah, trying to cheer myself up with a dance. You really fuck with me, Nike. Sometimes you really do, cause this is awesome. I've smelt it right. Trying to see what you guys like get from it. I don't know, it just smells like a new shoe. Like, is that a nice smell to some people? Like, you know, like gasoline. I'd rather smell gasoline. That's how you know you ask a girl she'd rather smell a shoe or some gasoline. And if she says gasoline, she crazy, right? Do we call it gasoline in England? I don't even know. Gas. But no, I know we say petrol, but like, is the actual term like gasoline? I'm just thinking of Daddy Yankee gasoline, or I can't even lie to you. Hooked on a gasolina. Gasolina. Right, after that disappointment, I gotta go out because my brother's got COVID. So if you're watching this, bro, you're right.